everyone, it's Aqua here, and today, in honor of the second season of Hataraku Saibou, or Cells at Work, coming out, I've decided to review some of my Nendoroids. So, I'm going to review White Blood Cell, or Neutrophil, today. He looks so cool. Here's his box. It's all gray, and I kind of wanted to rewatch some of season 1, both to just renew my memory, but I was just so excited to open it that I went and watched one of the specials that they did, where there's a normal cell that's kind of going all around, and he's pulling pranks on the immune system cells with an infected virus cell, and that helped me jog my memory. But Red Blood Cell wasn't in it so much, so I think I have to rewatch the original series before I do her. But it did have White Blood Cell, and I'm really looking forward to reviewing that. So here we go. Pretty plain inside. I'm kind of sad that all of the boxes lately for these Nendoroids are so simple, but a lot of the Nendoroids I've been getting, I've been pretty happy with the amount of... I know that they don't at all compare to, like, the original Nendoroid, for example, Homura, but some of the other ones, they have some pretty good... Ooh, he already looks so cool! Oh, I'm already getting so excited. You can see his little, like, radar that goes up whenever he senses a virus is around. Oh, I'm getting excited already. I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to take all the plastic off and get it all set up for a review. But, oh my gosh! I'm already getting really excited about all these details. Before I even take the plastic off of him, first I wanted to show you that there's always like an under pouch with the base, but there wasn't anything extra in the base. Although looking at this, there's going to be a lot of poses, even again, if it's not nearly as many, accessories as I may have liked. It's still got a lot of accessories. But I wanted to say as well, even before I've taken off this plastic, I am amazed at all the details that went into the base body. So, like, even if there's not as many, props, there's still pretty impressive detail on this character. His little pocket where he sits in is so deep. Oh, and there's another pop on the side I didn't notice. But I did want to say, as I was packaging him, I realized that his arms were jointed here in the middle, which explains why there aren't as many arm parts. That doesn't always happen. They usually don't have that. But I think since it's an action Nendoroid, since I guess he's technically, a very active character, they decided to give him jointed elbows, which again, they don't usually do for Nendoroids to keep their cuteness effect. But for him, just based on the sculpt of his outfit, and because he's like a big fighty, immune system cell, I think it actually makes a lot of sense. So it comes with him. It comes with his 2 alternate faceplates, which look really funny to me with that gray. And I think that's really creative because then he always has that gray over his eyes. So that kind of makes a lot of sense to me because it's, staying true to the character. You've got his alert that comes up whenever he senses, oh, there's a virus nearby. A little knife here. A bloody slash, which you can put on the knife. Some bloody hands after he's beaten up a virus trying to infect the body. An alternate pair of bent legs, and 3 alternate hands, which I'm guessing are to hold this. So, he doesn't come with a whole lot, but I actually suspect with the alternate leg parts, the alternate hand parts, you can get a lot of poses out of him at least. And I'm also curious, so his hair is stuck to his hat, so you can't switch it out with other hats, but that also makes sense for the character because, he's always wearing his hat that identifies him as a white blood cell. First pose! First of all, I wanted to say I just took this out of the back, and it's folded up, because usually he would have it folded. But when you take it out, you can see there's like this cute little, like, like a baseball cap. It's a gap here. So I love the attention to detail. And even if you just take that out, then he looks like he's wearing a funky hat. So I wanted to put this in, and I wanted a really simple pose because this is probably what you'd see him. That's his face for most of the time. I hope you can see it with the light. He looks so silly. He looks like kind of tough. Like, oh, what is that? See, like I said, you can like change the pose so much that I actually don't think that it's too much of a problem to have not as many props, but he's also a very simplistic, I don't want to say simple-minded, but like one-track mind kind of thing. His only job is really to fight off the viruses and protect the red blood cells and the other cells in the body. So I think it kind of works for him. I am kind of hoping that the other two have more accessories, but anyway, this first pose, I think it's really cute. Like I've mentioned before, his body is so detailed, the legs are so detailed, and this is just, it cracks me up the difference between you know, this and the rest of his aesthetic, because most of his aesthetic is all serious and whatnot, and then this little hat thing is just like so simple. But it's very much reflective of the anime, and that makes me very happy. So I wanted to kind of replicate the pose on the box here. Oh, don't mind the thing coming off, but I wanted to replicate the pose on the box here where he still has the head thing up, but he's also got his knife out because he does think there's a virus around and he's getting into the ready to fight mode. I think I used the right hand piece because there's these two hand pieces. I want to see if I can show you the difference. But you can use the holdy grabby hand for the knife, and I guess either could work, really. This one is just kind of... Oh, wait, no. This is for the other hand. I see. It kind of looks like a karate chop hand with his fingers all closed together. I wonder... I'll have to look through and see what pose on the box is most like that. We'll see. But I think it's pretty cute. He got his knife all out and ready to go. He's like turning around a little bit. On the box it had it like looking over his shoulder so you could still see the knife. He's like ready to go. His receptors going off and he's about ready for battle. I think it's pretty cute. Alright, so here's the next pose I went with, which is the bloody hands, and I gotta admit, this was a very fiddly pose. It actually wasn't too hard to switch out the arms. You just have to very gently like wiggle it out and then wiggle the replacement bloody arms back in. And I switched out to the bendy legs because, oop, see, and that was with one of the other problems, but I'll get to that in a second. The bendy legs were pretty easy to swap out too, just like any Nendoroid legs when they come with extras. But this knife, oh my gosh, I had to like take it out and put it back in so many times because it just kept falling out. Like in the box it has his arm facing down, and I thought that looked cool because it was kind of like a backhand slash. He's like slashing with the knife like that, which I feel like he does a lot in this show, and I really wanted to show that off. But it kept falling out. And I was holding it like this, I was holding it like this, and nothing I could do really seemed to change anything. It just kept falling out. And one time, the bloody part fell off the knife, and I was like, this is so frustrating. I wondered if it would be better like this or something, like he had just slashed. But, I mean, first of all, that doesn't look as cool. Second of all, that looks more dangerous, like he's slicing towards himself. But, like, I don't know how you can really position it to make it less like that. But, maybe like this? I don't know. But, maybe if I just turn the blood in the other direction. Because you can do that pretty easy, but it just kept falling off, and I was really disappointed about that. Oh, that looks cool, actually. Okay. I'm more okay with that. But like I said, the knife kept falling out of this arm, and I don't know if that was just mine, but that was pretty frustrating to have to try and figure out. Oh well. Overall, the face goes very well with it, and the bloody hands go very well with it, and if you didn't want the knife, honestly, you could probably take the knife out, and it would look like he's just with his fists beating a virus up, which... admittedly is still pretty cells at work and still look pretty cool. So I was a little disappointed about the knife and the sculpt on that, but the sculpt of the knife actually looks very nice. I don't know if you can see how well you can see it, but it actually has a lot of detail. This slips right on it very easily, so I wasn't disappointed in that specifically, but I was kind of upset that it kept falling out of his hand. Because, I mean, sometimes Good Smile Company is good about that, and sometimes they're not, but as I was putting this one together, looking at his face here and his face here, like, it just looks so normal with it on him, because, you know, white blood cell, that's just kind of how he's drawn, but I just thought it would be so funny to take this faceplate and put it in another character who's feeling annoyed or angry and just really dark, because that's an effect that they have a lot on the anime characters, and I'm gonna have to try that out sometime when I set up all my Nendoroids again, because I think that would look really cool. But here's this pose. Again, the knife was very frustrating, but the rest of it actually wasn't that hard to put together, and he looks like he's about to beat a virus up. I just wanted to stop partially through putting this pose back together. I took off his bloody arms, and I put on one of his straight legs, and I just wanted to stop and say he looks so funny like this, in a very good way. I think he looks, and I forgot to put that in last time, but it's fine. He looks really tough, like just his arms up like that, and with one leg back, he looks like about racing towards something. I guess if I put his arms like he's running, yeah, that looks actually really cool. He's rushing to protect someone, or rushing to fight off the germs in your body. Remember, your cells are hard at work taking care of you, even in a pandemic, so they're doing their best to protect you, and I think I might have to display him somewhere. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this little character, so I very much enjoy him. Maybe I'll have to put him up and remind me that my immune system, this is who I'm protecting right now, as I stay at home and wear my mask everywhere. Oh, he's so cute. And here's another one, and this is the cutest pose of all. He has a sweet little smile on his face, even though his eyes are still darkened, but he has this sweet little smile, and he's waving, and I just think this is so cute. Here's the full look of him. Oh, I love it. I don't really know what to say about this pose, other than I never thought such, like, a bloody character could look so precious. And here's the last pose I'm gonna do. I think I figured out what that middle hand, that flat hand, I think it's supposed to be a salute, but I had a really hard time figuring this one out. I didn't remember it being advertised, and when you look on the box here, I hope you get a good view of it, it kind of looks like he's saluting, but it only goes up to his cheeks, so I don't really understand the, like, logic of having a Nendoroid with these teeny tiny arms try to do a salute, but I still think it's pretty cute. If nothing else, it looks kind of like a wave, or like he's looking out. You could make it kind of like he's looking out at something, trying to see if something's important or something's coming, but I don't know. This isn't my favorite pose of them all, but it's still a good little last pose to say goodbye, everyone. I hope you all are staying safe, and I will continue to look after and protect your body. Alright, that's going to be the end of the video. I'm really glad that I got this Nendoroid. Would I recommend it to somebody else? Only if you're a big fan of the show, because it doesn't have, like, as many parts as you'd like. I'm not sure, like, it might have been cool to come with, like, a little mini enemy that he fought, or something else, so it's not something that I would recommend to only casual fans of the show, but for someone like me, this is gonna get a little deep, but it helped. I was watching this anime when I was going through a really hard time, and it just brought me so much unadulterated joy. Just an anime about, like, the cells in your body. I just thought it was so cute, and it made me so happy. So for me, I love this Nendoroid. Again, I'm not sure I would recommend it, because however action-packed it is, it's not, you know, as action-packed as you might have hoped. Like, you can't set him up fighting a virus because it doesn't come with the virus. But it's still a really cool Nendoroid, and again, for people like me who love and enjoy the show so much, would recommend super cool Nendoroid. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Please take good care, stay safe everyone, and this is Aqua, signing out. Bye!